George Bush's Iraq war is over and Iran has won. This may seem a slightly facetious exaggeration to some and perhaps erroneous to others, but the proposition actually bears consideration. Bush invaded Iraq to destroy Saddam Hussein, dismantle an actual or potential nuclear infrastructure, and regain American Anglo influence over an oil-rich nation that had been created by a British fiat in 1921. The British imposed a ruling clan on Iraq, and it served as a neo-colony. A neo-colony is very easy to define. Neo-colonization is the grant of independence as long as you don't exercise it. Until the Hashemite family was overthrown in a coup in 1958. Bush quickly removed Saddam. He was hunted down and hanged. Dictatorship was replaced by a form of democracy. But electoral politics has brought along some excess baggage of hugely unintended consequences. Moreover, the long war that followed Saddam's defeat has extracted a strategic price that is being paid by Obama. Democracy has shifted the political balance irreversibly in favor of the majority community Shia. Those who know a little bit of Islamic history would not be surprised if I say that it has actually, in geopolitical terms, reversed the outcome of the Battle of Karbala, which was 680. Since 680 today, that space has been, through a succession of dynasties, broadly within the control of Sunni dynasties. This is the first time that it has moved away from that. Shiaism came to Iran actually only in the 16th century. So the real heartland of the Shia space has always been Iraq. That is where Hazrat Ali passed away. That's Najaf was his capital. So this is a restoration of Shia geopolitical space which has not happened in 1400 years. What are the consequences of democracy, which is now established Shia power? Many Iraqi Shias are actually more sympathetic to the values of Ayatollah Khomeini's Islamic revolution than to the principles of George Washington. The present Iranian regime describes the Islamic revolution as an independence movement. Therefore, calling the Pahlavi regimes from 1921-25 on to 1979 basically regimes of traitors and puppets. They are helped, of course, because the British installed Reza Khan and the CIA restored his son after Mossadegh. More important, the Iraq war has dented the post-Cold War perception of American invincibility, leading to significant shifts in the geopolitics of the Middle East, the most combustible region in the world. The upheaval of 1979, the Islamic Revolution, left Iran friendless and vulnerable. To the west, Saddam Hussein was concerned about a Shia insurgency. To the south, Saudi Arabia was provoked by an open challenge from Khomeini, who lamented that an America-supported monarchy had gained control of the holier cities of Islam. To the east, Soviet Union was in charge in Afghanistan, because by that time, its puppets were in control after the overthrow of King Zahir Shah in 1973. The Soviets were described by Khomeini, the ideologue of the movement, as the lesser Satan, but a Satan nevertheless. America was actually upset by the fall of the Shah, understandably, but it waited. Washington waited cautiously to see to what extent Iran would be influenced by either the rhetoric of its new rulers or when the rhetoric of the mullahs would be exhausted. But immature bravado, essentially in November 1979, university students seized 52 Americans working in the Tehran embassy and held them hostage for 444 days. In December that year, something equally dramatic happened. Soviet troops marched into Kabul to prop up their puppet, and America's attention shifted from a problem to an opportunity. Washington challenged the Soviets on the Afghan battlefield, managing the war from the safe haven of Pakistan. If all of this sounds familiar to you, it's only because it's being repeated.